Oh!
What?
Yuri, no, not Yuri. Sayori's hanging.
Sayori's hanging?
In the background. In the background. Oh, and...
Oh my god, wait, do you guys see it? Do you see Sayori in the background? She's hanging.
I don't know if you can see the
No,
mouse.
they cannot see the mouse.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god,
The room is tilting as well.
The room is... No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is
Look
not.
at that corner right there. See how the desk is disappearing?
Oh my god, the room is... The room is slowly zooming in. What the shit? Okay, so we have Sayori hanging in the background. We had that flash of the Sayori. Obviously, that was Sayori. I'm screwing up words.
I know, that's
because,
why I'm like,
because of the short hair and the bow that just flashed. Right, and now the room is all okay. We're just gonna go. How you getting, Anus?
Hi.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha.
Nah, don't worry.
Why did you pop up as a special paw, Monica? Yeah, I don't like how the room keeps zooming in.
This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. So everything's basically... Oh, you could get a real good look at that.
Yeah, let's just take a second.
Right next to the closet in that corner.
So the room is still slowly zooming in and tilting, and it's kind of like giving me a weird headache. You do see Sayori in the background, and we're gonna move on.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I wish I wasn't, but I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Hanging out?
Oh, jeez.
Like Sayori hanging out?
Right there in the back.
What? Thanks for keeping your promise, Anus. Why are you so close? Can you back off? Her head's cut off!
Oh my god.
She's really close!
Okay, read it so we can...
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Hold on, I think the room stopped zooming in. Yeah, it probably, like, hit its maximum.
No, it's still going. It's still going.
It is.
The chair in the
Yep,
corner
I
is
see it. Okay.
Ah! Oh, okay. See, like, I know this is happening. I know
it's still shocking.
Yeah.
At least for you. I don't... Words, please.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Oh.
Whoa, why is Monica in front of the text?
So I kind of remember what it says. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. I remember that. That's the same as it was before. But Monica's in front. She is smaller than everyone.
Yeah, Yuri is huge, and so is Natsuki, kind of. The room is so tilted right now.
Yep, I don't like this. Okay, I think that's Natsuki.
Monica!
There we go.
Okay, bye. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Oh, so it was
Monica!
Monica is literature.
Monica is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Anus. I'll make sure to put you... No. Sarah's still in the background, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
I think the room didn't stop turning.
Yeah, I think it hit its maximum.
Yeah. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read?
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. Ugh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even when I don't read... even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all. She's really pushing that vice president thing.
Yeah. I think it is getting to her, like you said.
Yeah. That I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even put down a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club.
Well, the room just normalized, but Sayori's still in the background. I heard my name. Shut up, I misspoke. Argue with myself. This game is making me argue with myself now.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Whoa. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Hey, Sayori's gone.
Oh, bye, Sayori.
I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I'm like, afraid something's about to pop up.
Yeah, me too. I'm on the ready.
I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book.
Necronomicon.
It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first 3 pages.
Crap.
I think she noticed me looking at her.
Damn it, I thought that was me.
No. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry, I keep skipping over you.
But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry.
I caught myself.
I was just spacing out. I might have sensed that I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right? Yeah, we should 2 copies.
Why is her eye moving? Why is her eye moving? Why is she part snail?
Bye! Yuri's right eye.
Why is she...
She looks so goofy.
I want it.
She looks so goofy.
How far would it go?
I'm wondering the same. Or, like, is it gonna, like, be a screamer if we just keep looking?
It's probably kind of like the room. Like, it has a maximum.
Yeah.
I wanted to reread some of it. Please ignore my eye. I'm part snail.
Wait, watch her eye. No, let go.
Oh, it's just like teleported back.
It's just...
Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? I was wondering that, and then you screamed about her eye.
That was creepy.
Yeah, it was.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, this is not what I meant. I don't go to bookstores. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them at the bookstore that I said I didn't actually go to.
Ah, I see.
Don't be confused. Yep, no sense. Got it.
There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. As I give you, like, no chance to drink some
That's fine, that's fine. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Oh, I thought I spilled my water.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh no. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Like this?
I don't know how relatable it is to get your eye to move off of your head, but
well,
you know. Did you say your eye?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that so? What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Same as last time. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover. Okay, same.
Maybe it's her eye, because it drifted. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison.
That's different.
Yes. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Wow. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler.
Okay.
Uh-huh. But anyway, I'm really into it.
Okay.
Yep. The book, I mean.
Jesus Christ.
Not cutting off limbs. Just want to make that clear. There we go. I was good.
That's kind of It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story well before. So that dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Enos? Do you like keeping your limbs?
Yeah. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. You literally just learned, but oh no, this is the second day.
Yeah.
She's so She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway.
Oh, well that's new. Cool.
Oh, that's... Then suddenly... I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. We're just gonna glance over that.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly bleh. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Please stop talking.
Yeah, please, Jesus. That's... I really don't think you need to worry.
I think we need to worry.
That just means you're passionate about reading. Yeah, when the text goes black and you freak out. At least I can do is listen. I don't want to. It's literature club after all. I believe.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
What?
Oh, because there was also sounds. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you don't have to, but,
what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I hadn't put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. This is so hard.
My throat is dying.
Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Oh, alright.
I opened the book.
I love the duck. Can I have some duck?
That's my favorite duck. I opened the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
I'm right here, if you need me.
It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of the heat.
Something about body.
Whoa.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I side my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Okay, this is what looks like this time.
Yep.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page?
Yeah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Oh, I'm waiting for her eye to actually
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks.
Anytime.
We continue reading.
Yes, we do.
Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on by my own volition. Good enough. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a bit. That's what he said last time.
Yep.
But this is like a different book.
She looked very excited all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, he did just make that.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
I mean, this is the book about cutting limbs off, so I
That's
kind of
what I'm
don't
saying
want
is-
Yuri to, like, be relatable to that character, but...
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. Okay, like he's psychic.
And like she kind of spoiled it before that she's talking about something else.
Right. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ha 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 ha.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Yep.
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine.
That's different to me. We're
I just-
here constantly.
I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself.
My throat is in shambles.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. Oh, okay.
Bye.
What on earth was that about? Yeah,
She
that's
needed
definitely
water.
different. Oh.
Enos, did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. What the hell's he gonna
What?
do? You're there!
No, nothing.
Ha, don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Should we wait for Yuri? Stop it.
Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
We're gonna start with Natsuki because I need a break.
Okay. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday, because I'm 9. And it's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
Oh,
I'll pass.
there you go.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it.
Oh, this one.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly.
Oh, okay. That's the title.
People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you were gonna like it.
I love it. I like it.
Yeah, I love it too. It's really cute.
Yeah, it's really simple.
And it has a really good meaning.
Yeah.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Like, legit, I am. Why are you so convinced that I would like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Look at this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about Simple Right is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Sorry.
You should care. Anyway.
Monica. Hi, Anus. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Anus. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I screwed up that line, but I'm just going.
Yeah, that's fine. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, Anus. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Okay. It's really written. Nope. That's my voice. It's really metaphorical.
I was like, wait, no, you're saying it right.
It's really... Nope, that's my voice. It's really metaphorical.
I just had deja vu. That scared me. It's like you did again. I was like, wait. That literally just happened.
It did literally just happen. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Ah, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
I guess Yuri.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. That's very not nice. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Speak of the devil, that's really creepy.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. Ahem. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle. Closing in on me, the air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. I actually really like that one.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So what do you think?
Oh, it's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Run.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
Yeah.
Anyway, nope. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Monica out.
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that?
Did I say that out loud? Yes.
Yuri first covers her mouth, yeah, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Oh, sorry. Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Technically, we have, but apparently not in this timeline.
Yeah. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most noticeable thing is that I recognize the new... Shit.
What was right?
I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. The stammer is completely gone, she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine.
It's
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Because you're just like, oh.
Yeah, I wind up, going on a roll.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Apologizing to herself, and she said it's fine.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny.
Very funny.
After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Or you literally just
Ghost under the light.
tendrils.
I know my throat's having issues.
Oh, yeah.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it.
I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more
Oh, okay.
mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Anus.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way.
Yes,
I hadn't even thought of that.
it's because you're dumb.
That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Anus.
Me too. Yay!